Welcome back to the Everton Extra channel. Today we're doing another Unpopular Opinions episode. Well, the first one is from Pata Season, and he says, "We have the worst attack in the league." We're definitely up there. Or down there. The lack of goals now is becoming apparent, and it was a problem. It's been a problem for quite a while, hence why we brought Betto in, but Betto weren't the solution that we were expecting he was going to be. Obviously had a good goal scoring record at Udinese, but I don't think it's clicked. I think he just needs time to adapt, to be honest. It's his first season in the Prem. He's not going to come in and score 20 goals straight away, but the attack definitely does need improving. I think Doucouré was a big part of the goal scoring and just the attack in general, but since he's been out, you can definitely tell how big of a miss he is. But I think when we get him back, I think everything will fall back into place and everything will be okay, hopefully. Next one is, many of our misfortune is karma for the Pickford Van Dijk incident. Now, I'm not even going to comment on that. What even is that? Neither Martinez or Marco Silva were given the time they needed. Both would have kept us out this mess. I do think Martinez had one good season, but then you could definitely tell it started to go a bit downhill from there. I mean, if Martinez was in charge when Mashiri came in, we could have went in, it's in hindsight, but we could have went in a better direction. I don't know, I'm not sure on that, and it's an easy thing to say, like I said, in hindsight, because Silva's doing a good job now, but at the time, we was in a bad place under Silva, a very, very bad place. So that's the problem. We haven't given managers time, but we couldn't afford to give managers time. It's a results-driven business, and when you're in the bottom end of the table, it has to be, really. You have to sack managers, you have to move on. But yeah, it's just all hindsight. I don't really have a definitive answer on that. Silva, yeah, he's good now, but whether it would have worked at Everton, who would have known? Next one is Betto starts over Calvert-Lewin. Now, this is a tough one. Betto, like it says on the tweet, Betto's had 3 goals off the bench. And I do agree, he does need time, he does need minutes. But I think I was harsh on Calvert-Lewin. I think Calvert-Lewin offers a lot more than meets the eye. Obviously, you want your striker to be scoring goals, but he does hold up play well. But at the end of the day, you do need your striker to be scoring goals. I don't think we'd be focusing on Calvert-Lewin as much if Doucouré was in the squad, because most of the goals were coming from Doucouré, and they still are coming from out wide. But I don't see why Betto shouldn't be given a chance. To be honest, even Schmidt, I think when Schmidt came on, I said this in the last video, when Schmidt came on against Spurs, he got himself into good positions, and obviously the finishing, you can't learn composure, you can't teach composure, you just got to get minutes, and that's the same with Betto. It's confidence and it's composure. Next one, James Garner. While I think he's a good player, he doesn't actually contribute near enough as I think he should. I don't think anyone is, to be honest. I don't think anyone's contributing, minus a few. That's just potential though, isn't it? I think obviously James Garner's going to go on to be a good footballer, whether it's at Everton or not. But if you're playing in a team like Everton at the minute, that are struggling a little bit, not playing the best football, you're not going to see the best versions of all players, with the exception of Branthwaite, Tarkowski, Mikalenko, whatever. But it's just, I genuinely just think that's, I don't know whether it's inconsistency, but I don't have a problem with James Garner. I think James Garner contributes enough. I think he's spot on. I think he's a great player, but I don't know, I'm not sure on that one. He is good, Garner. Like I said, any player can contribute more. Most players can contribute more. Onana certainly, and Calvert-Lewin, whatever. But I don't know about that one. I'm not sure. Maupay is a better striker than Calvert-Lewin. See, we judge Maupay off his time at Everton, but he was awful at Everton. He scored 1 or 2 goals, but I think that was literally just because Maupay is not a lone striker. If you put Maupay up top on his own, he's not going to do well, obviously. Now he's playing alongside someone like Ivan Toney, he's doing well, and that's no surprise to me. Whether he's a better striker than Calvert-Lewin, I don't know. I don't think I agree with that one, I'm afraid. Dwight McNeil is a left back. Now, for a winger, I don't think McNeil is very fast as far as wingers go, but he did play left wing back, I think, against Brighton last season when we beat them 5-1, and I think that was one of his best performances in an Everton shirt. I'm not sure how good he is defensively because we don't see a lot of it, but whether he's a left back or not, it's up for debate. I genuinely think he could put a shift in at left back, McNeil. I do think when he has played there, the one time he played there, it was his best performance, and he was superb. But it happens to a lot of players where they're not really cut out to play in the wing and then drop back into full-back, and it's how most full-backs are born, really. Wan-Bissaka being one of them. But McNeil, yeah, definitely he could be a left-back, and that's not an insult to McNeil. It just sometimes it doesn't work out up and attack for players. We should have got Martinez back. I'm not sure when he means. If it was when Lampard got sacked, then no, I wouldn't agree with it, because Dyche was the perfect person to come in and keep Everton up in that 6-month period, and I wouldn't have asked for anyone else, to be honest. And I don't think Martinez is going to come in and, put in a dogfight and try and keep Everton up. I think Martinez is more of like a long-term project. I'm not saying Dyche isn't, because he is building something, but no, I don't think Martinez is the type of manager you want. But if it was maybe instead of Rafa, yeah, 100%. To be honest, I'd take anyone over Rafa, but it's a good point. It's a very good point. Hibo on the canal says, we need to change Z-Cars for a new song when we move to Bramley Moor. Now, I don't agree with this. I'm sorry, Hibo, but Z-Cars is iconic to Everton. And I think, for me, it's like 50% of the Goodison matchday experience. So, unless there's something that can top Z-Cars, then it's definitely a no from me. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you follow Everton Extra on Twitter to keep up with all the news, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.